how y'all doing? It's another day of Mind and Body Challenge, and today I want to do something different. I want to tell you guys a story, so I want you to sit back right now and just enjoy this story, because I believe that this story is going to challenge you. This is a challenge. The challenge is the story. All right, so listen up. I want to tell this story. So the story starts off with a woman. So there was this woman, and this woman, she was experiencing a lot of troubles in her life, and she went to her mom and she said, "Mom, look, I don't feel like I'm going to make it, and I'm ready to give up on life, and I'm just tired of fighting and struggling." Can anybody relate? I know you probably can relate. She said, "I'm just tired of fighting and struggling in life." She said, "Every time I make a good decision," she said, "it seems like something always shows up and brings me down." And her mom said, "Hold on, I want you to calm down just for a second, and I want you to come into the kitchen with me." So her mom brought her in the kitchen. She brought her daughter in the kitchen, and inside the kitchen, there were 3 pots on the stove. And the daughter was looking at her mom like, what is she doing? She didn't understand what her mom was doing, but she took 3 pots, and in each pot she placed water in the pots. And after putting water in the pot, she put carrots in one of the pots. And then in another pot she put boiled eggs. And then in the last pot she put ground coffee beans. Her daughter kind of looking at her mom like, what is she doing here? Her mom turned on the burner, and she let the objects in the pot boil for 20 minutes, and she sat there without saying a word. And her daughter sat there looking puzzled, was trying to figure out what was going on. She didn't know what was going on, but after the 20 minutes she turned it off, and she asked her daughter, she said, "Tell me, what do you see?" And her daughter looked at the pots, and she said, "I see carrots," she said, "I see eggs, and I see coffee." And her mom said, "I want you to look closely. I want you to start with the carrots." So what she did was she took the carrots, she put the carrots in a bowl, and she said, "I want you to touch the carrots. What do you think?" And she said, "Well, they're soft." And she said, yeah, you're right, okay. She said, "Now she took the eggs and she put the eggs in a bowl, and she said, "I want you to take the shell off of the eggs and tell me, what do you see?" She took the shell off the egg, and she said, "A hard boiled egg." And then her mom said, "Okay." And she said, "Now I want you to take a look at the coffee." But hold on, she took the pot and she poured it in the cup, and she said, "I want you to take a sip." And the daughter smiled because she really loved the taste of coffee. And she looked at her mom and said, "I'm trying to tell you about my problems. What does this have to do with my problems?" And her mom said, "I want to explain something to you." She said, "All of these objects that I placed in these bowls, in these pots, they all experienced the same adversity, which was the boiling water. But they all responded differently to adversity, to the boiling water." She said the first one, let's start with the first one. She said the carrot. When I put the carrot in the pot, it was very, very strong at first. It was a very tough person, if you want to describe it like a person. It was very tough, very strong individual. Nobody could break this person. But when pain came, when adversity came, the boiling water came, it changed the carrot. It changed this person. And this person, this carrot represents a person, it became weak and its strength was gone. But then she said, "I want you to look at this boiling egg, and I want you to think about this boiling egg as a person, and think about the boiling water as adversity." She said when adversity came on the boiling egg, she said it changed the inside of the egg. She said at first, the boiling egg, it was tough on the outside, but inside of it, it was a fluid spirit, real joyful individual. Person that was tough on the outside, but on the inside had a real joyful spirit, fluid-like spirit, real good person. But after experiencing the adversity, the boiling water, this individual changed and became bitter, and the inside of the person became hardened and stiff. She said, but the last thing that I placed in the bowl was coffee. And when the boiling water came on these coffee beans, guess what happened? Did you notice what happened? The water changed. The coffee beans did not allow the boiling water to change it. It changed its situation. So she said to her daughter, which one do you want to be like? But I will say this. The daughter sat there and she didn't respond. She didn't know what to say. She sat there and she didn't say a word. But her mom looked at her and she said this, and this is what I want to say. Her mom said to her, I want you to be like the coffee. She said, right now you're going through a difficult situation, and you're allowing this situation to cause you to be weak. You're losing your strength. You used to be strong on the outside and used to have a fluid-like spirit inside of you, but now you're hardened on the inside. You're stiff on the inside. And that's not what I want. I want you to be like the coffee. So when things are at its worst, I want you to change the situation around you. But she said to her daughter, she said, is this what you want? And her daughter said, yeah, this is what I want. And her mom said to her, she said, I don't want you to ever give up. I want you to do everything you can to fight to better the situation around you. And know that I'm here to support you and to help you through. So my challenge today is very simple. Right now we are experiencing a difficult time. And some of us feel like we've lost our strength. Some of us, we're bitter, we're hardened, we're stiff, our hearts are hardened, on the inside we were joyful, but all our joy is gone. But don't allow negativity to destroy all the things that you've built. Some of you guys have families. Some of the young people that I reach out to, you guys have a bright future. And it's very important that you don't let anything that happens in your life cause you to give up. Because there is a bright future for you, but you have to keep fighting, and you have to have faith in yourself. And so I want to encourage you today to be the coffee. Do everything you can to get better when times are difficult. Do everything you can to change the situation around you for the better. That's the challenge that I have for you. You'll have a blessed day.